Hey guys, welcome to another video of MaxiAspie, and today I won't be talking about autism, but I will be talking about epilepsy. A lot of you guys know that I do have ASC, I do have autism, but I also do have ADHD, OCD and epilepsy. I've done a video a little bit about OCD on the channel before, however I want to start talking about other comorbid conditions as well that normally do come with other conditions such as autism, ADHD, OCD. They don't have to come necessarily, however sometimes, and statistics will show that a lot of the time that will follow with a diagnosis of autism or other conditions. I didn't know I had epilepsy for many years. I grew up knowing I had autism, I grew up knowing I had OCD, and I pretty much grew up knowing I had ADHD. But I didn't know I had epilepsy till later on when I was in college. It was actually my first year at college and my only year at college, because it was only a 1-year course, that I was upstairs playing a video game. And I was playing a wrestling video game. That was when I had my first fit. Now, me playing video games and getting a bit angry and banging on the floor was not an unusual thing that happened in the house. So I was playing this video game and my mum and dad heard banging upstairs, and they shouted as they normally would do. At this point I'm not even aware that this is happening. They basically asked me to cut the noise out, stop the noise, stop the banging, and I didn't answer. My dad said, right, I'm shutting the door now, because he didn't want to carry on hearing me bang, and he shut the door. And it was till my mum went, something's not right here, because I just kept on banging. So my mum went to the bottom of the stairs and she said, if you're mucking about, you'll be very happy. And apparently I just groaned, and my mum came to the top of the stairs and I was having an epileptic fit. Now, a lot of people at first thought it was due to the video games and the flashing lights, but again, it was not uncommon for me to play video games, and it was not uncommon for me to be exposed to flashing lights, because I've been watching wrestling for years on end, and they always alert you of, this program contains strobe lightning effects, and it never ever affected me. So when we got to the diagnosis stage of epilepsy, the doctors couldn't diagnose me with epilepsy because I'd only had one fit, and he let me know that anyone can have one fit in their lifetime. We've all got a sort of seizure threshold, and anyone could have one. And he also let me know that 90% of cases of epilepsy, they don't know what caused it. So there's 10% of cases that they do, which is probably flashing lights and things of that nature. At the time, my mum said I couldn't drive for 2 years, but really it was 6 months. But mother's intuition kicked in, and she sort of said, no, you can't drive till 2 years. And I kid you not, it was coming up to 2 years, and I was at work, and I went up to get some water, and then I just completely stacked it and hit my head on the desk, and I was having an epileptic fit. I then went into work about 2 days later when they advised me not to, and I was okay. And then I think on the 3rd or 4th day I had a fit, and then they wanted to put me on medicine, but because at the time I found out that because I was taking ADHD medicine for years, it could have been that lowered my seizure threshold, which could have caused the fit. So I was very against going on epilepsy medicine in the beginning, and it was only one day, a couple of days later, I had another fit in the shower. Got upstairs, and don't know how I managed to get upstairs, that I realised that I was risking my life every time I wasn't taking some medicine to combat it. And that was the difficult decision to go on epilepsy medicine. Now, I'm not awake when I have my fits, but some people are when they have theirs. When people give me water after I've had my fit, I feel immediately very ill. My dad done that the first time. I was just trying to throw up and I couldn't. And it affects people differently, how they wake up and how they react when they're having their fit. It's always important to know though that there's myths like you can swallow your tongue and stuff like that. It's always important you check the airways so they're not blocked, but it's actually a myth that you can swallow your tongue, you can't. And it's really important that they just have their fit, and then you put them in a recovery position and not try and restrain them or hold them down. As well as that, when they wake up, certainly for me, I probably won't remember who you are, where I am, or who I am either, which happened on every occasion. And the last thing is when you're having a fit, it's the equivalent of running a marathon because of how your body reacts. Everything is just going at it all at one go. And those are some really key aspects and tips for people to know about epilepsy and when someone does have an epileptic fit. It can be caused by high blood pressure, it can be caused by stress, it can be caused by lights, it can be caused by anxiety, it can be caused by a lot of things, and obviously that's why a lot of doctors don't know the reasons why. The only side effect I had was going on medicine later on was I put on a lot of weight. So I advise if you do go on medicine, just be really cautious and don't stick on it just because it's fixing one problem, because it could cause another. That was my epilepsy story. I'd be really interested to hear your epileptic stories down below, and how you discovered you had epilepsy and how you thought and found getting that diagnosis. And guys, tell me what you think about the video. Tell me if you want more videos like this. And guys, thank you for listening to my story. Take care and goodbye for now.